Hey guys, thanks for joining. I am your host, Joanne Johnson. Welcome to Good Mood, Good Food. We have got a great show for you tonight. We are making something out of nothing. You have seen me do that before, but it has been an incredibly hectic weekend. It has been glorious, wonderful, hallelujah. I am so excited about that. But you know what happens? I run like a chicken doing all these events and throwing things hither and yon, whatever. This is what happens. So I am making something literally out of nothing. It is the things that I could find that were left over from all of these events, but it's gonna taste fantastic. I hope you're gonna love it. As always, we will post the recipes on Instagram and also on our fan page, Joanne Johnson INC on Facebook. So you know you can get me at Joanne Johnson INC on Instagram and on Facebook. But today we're talking about two different kinds of salads. We're talking about taking 2017 by the ears. We are going to make this the most epic year. We're talking also about being resourceful with your resources, hence the salads. And we have a wonderful country music artist with us tonight, Carol Strickland out of Nashville. He is also in South Carolina. He kind of goes back and forth between both places. And we are so incredibly blessed to have him. He's going to sing a couple songs for us tonight. And I want him to start out with the first song. You can hear him playing a little bit in the background, but I want to send that back over to Carol right now, and then we'll join us back in the kitchen. Thanks.
Sunshine reaching through my window, and I set a course for another day. Pretty prayer for someone who's got it worse than I have, and I pray them straight for one day. They don't have
Wow. Wow. Okay. That, you know, that gets me, Carol. That one, Praying for Sunshine, that is oh, there goes Facebook. That is amazing. Thank you for that. And I want you to join me in the kitchen, if you could. And I want us to talk about a little bit, you know, what was behind that song and, you know, where that came from. Can you talk a little bit about that? Come on in my kitchen. All right. Come on in my kitchen. Talk to us a little bit about what happened. Where did that come from? What was the inspiration?
Well, the economy had just crashed, and we were in Nashville, and I ran upon this mother with two little boys, and you know, the little boy come up and asked me if he could have $2, and I asked him his story, and they told me that his daddy had lost his job, and she had lost her job. And so I went over and I sat down on the sidewalk and I talked to the mother, and she just broke down and cried and told me of their story. They'd lost their house. They'd ended up, both cars got taken back, repoed, and you know, so I sat down with them and I prayed with them and I cried with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I took them up and I bought them dinner that night, and I gave them $100, which was all the cash I had on me. And you know, I don't know what come of the family, but you know, I know I did what was right, and
right.
It just stirred my mind, and you know, and I've always had a thing for homeless. My wife tells me that one day they're going to find me in the ditch because I stop and help everybody, you know, because that's my nature. And
but that's the right thing to do.
It is.
That's absolutely the right thing to do.
And it's just you know, loving people, helping people,
and that's what you do, and that comes through in your music. I think everybody who's listened to you can attest to that. And I mean, your soul, your spirit, everything comes out in your music, and you're very authentic, you know, with the way that you present everything. And you've got the most beautiful voice. It's like butter, you know. I could listen to him all day, and I know that y'all could as well. But which album is that song on?
That's on the Good Intentions album.
Good Intentions. Okay. And y'all need to pick up a copy of that album for sure. Where can they get that?
From the website, carolstricklandmusic.com.
Okay.
And I don't think it's on iTunes anymore, but
okay.
I have a new album coming out, hopefully in late spring, called Carolina Seams.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's just the songs that I've wrote, or some of the songs I've wrote since the first album, and this song, Carolina Seams, is one that it tells my story. It tells where I was raised, my morals, from what matters the most, and the wife God gave me, the children I have. It just goes through everything, and you know, listening to the older people, you know, and in the song there's one of the lines says, they're not trying to be mean, you know, in what they're telling you.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know from being young once, I thought, you know, they're just trying to control me, but they really weren't, you know. That's where wisdom comes in, is listening to everybody else's mistakes and learning from them.
And we need to.
We do.
Because I was that kind of kid that I didn't want to listen to anybody. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to do things the hard way. Yeah, big mistake, because guess what? I have. And it is not wise. I don't recommend that for anybody. But I want to talk about, too, you know, I mean, you're my friend, so I know a lot of this stuff, but maybe some people that are watching don't know. Who are the people that you look to, you know, for inspiration in music?
In music, well, I'm more of I feel like I'm an older style of writer.
Okay.
And, you know, my hero in country music was Merle Haggard. I had a dream of always someday getting to do a show with him, and it was about to happen when he got sick, and it was going to be in Florence, South Carolina. And I just I loved his stories, his ballads, and I'm a ballad writer, and also he was a melancholy, and I'm a melancholy personality. Yeah. So our songs were stylish, similar, you know.
That's good.
That's
really
lyric wise.
And I don't know, do people know that you write all of your own stuff?
I do.
I mean, you are so incredibly talented.
Well, thank you.
You know, not to say that other people aren't, you know, who don't write all their stuff, but he, on the other hand, he is writing it all. He's feeling it all. And you can tell that just really comes through on his music. So, and I'm super glad that you're in my life and that your wife, Kim, is in my life. And I just treasure these folks dearly. And I just really want y'all to be able to experience that as well. But you have agreed to come on this crazy show.
I have.
Okay, because I'm being all serious right now, but you know that's not how I roll. Okay, so I've had enough of that. Okay, I mean, not enough of you, but enough of the seriousness. So anyway, we're going to cook a little bit. Okay, we're going to talk about taking life by the ears. I have a friend of mine from, gosh, I've known him since, oh my goodness, since I was 9 or 10, something like that. And I had said on Facebook, that I was going to take life by the ears. And he's like, what does that even mean? You take life by the ears. And so it sort of stuck. But isn't that about right? I mean, taking 2017, taking life by the ears, not just letting things happen to us, right? We need to process things and figure out what we're going to do, how we're going to make it out of our situations, right? Just like the one you were sharing about. And thank God you were there for that woman. And I'm sure that, she went on and things have worked out beautifully for her.
I'm sure.
Because I'm a believer in that. But we're gonna make some salad. Now, I told you when you got here that I could not guarantee anything. Okay? No, I didn't say that.
Looks great.
It's it's interesting what we can do with nothing. We make something out of nothing. And my husband Jeff is still running an order for me. We had 50 people who needed lunches, and we had an order this morning, and things have been incredibly crazy. And I looked and I went, oh my gosh, you know what? I've got a film today. And my plans were going to be to do a Mississippi roast and all these different things.
Man.
I know. You need to come back again. We'll do that when you come back. But I was like, oh, what do I have left from all of these events? And y'all know, you've seen me do this many, many times, going in your cupboard and looking and going, oh, I don't really have anything to eat. But what I want you to see is that you actually do, and you can create healthy and nutritious and delicious and wonderful things out of virtually nothing. So what we're looking at is some croutons that I made last night for an event, okay? And I left them out because they're not stale, right? It doesn't matter at this point. I mean, who really cares? And then I have a bunch of tomato ends, and I was being super cheap, right? And I was telling everybody, don't throw anything away. I just might need that. Guess what? We do. Okay, we're going to put these things together. We're going to make a little dressing. We have some garden basil, Monterey Jack cheese. That's going to go in there, and some peppers that are left. We're going to create a salad with that. Then we're going to kind of do a Caesar, all right? We've got some romaine, some spring leaves left. And I always, on Sunday night, you've heard me say this 10,000 times already, I always put meat in a crock pot on a Sunday. I don't care what kind of meat it is, and I just do salt and pepper on it. The reason for that is so that we can use it throughout the week and rescue ourselves, like today when we don't know what we're going to do. But you can also, you can change it. You can throw fruit juice in there and start making like a Jamaican kind of a jerk kind of thing. You can do chicken enchiladas, chicken tacos, all kinds of stuff. But if you put all of that spice on your Sunday, then you're locked into that. Okay? So that way. So we made some shredded chicken. By God's grace, I made it. Okay, and now I don't have to worry. And some eggs, and then I had some extra Parmigiano Reggiano, as my daughter would say, my 10-year-old, Parmigiano Reggiano. Okay, and then some cherry tomatoes and some pre-done bacon that all we're going to do is warm up. And we have Caesar dressing. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
I mean, surely we can create something with this.
I'm sure you can.
We can. Me? You're going to help me. You signed on to he signed on to help me, so that's what's going to happen.
I thought you just wanted me to come and eat this.
Well, I do, but I want you to see that you can do this for Kim.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you can be the rock star in your house more than you already are. Okay, you can go home and make her this stellar meal, and she's going to be like, you know what, marry me twice more. Okay, that's what could happen to you. So let's get started. Right. So you know what I think I should do is probably get a bowl to put things in. That would be an awesome idea because I forgot. And I'm just going to grab some stuff. Don't look at my messy cupboards because y'all know that I have 4 kids. I have a husband. And all these different little businesses that I run, and I'm just doing it till something sticks, okay? No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to wash my hands.
Okay, wash your hands. And I'm going to switch sides with you, okay? Because I'm actually better on the right, like that. Okay, so let's begin with, I don't even know if I need a bowl. You know what? I'm just going to do this one. Let's do the Caesar. I want you to see how easy this is. Normally, you would do a grilled chicken for your Caesar. But again, because we have the shredded chicken, why waste it?
Right.
Let's be serious. Okay, so we're going to take some of our salad greens. We've got some romaine in here as well, and then some spring, and just make it super easy on ourselves. And we are using today pre-made dressing. If we wanted to make our Caesar, you know, it's just some mayonnaise, some raw eggs, some lemon juice, some cracked pepper, some parm. Super easy to make Caesar. And sometimes if you want to add anchovy paste, you know, go ahead. Okay, so we've got. It's a secret. It's not a secret because I told them. Okay. And you know what's really cool about tonight? We have an audience tonight.
Yes,
I forgot to tell them
great.
that. And I know that there's people on Facebook and different people are coming in. They're emailing me and saying, hey, can we, you know, come and watch the show? We want to be behind the scenes. Yes, you can. Just get with me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, or call me, text me, however you normally get a hold of me. Let me know that you do want to come and be a part of this broadcast, and you're more than welcome to come and be with us at the house, because we're actually filming it at the house right now.
That's great.
Okay, I ramble though. Anyway, and why I leaned back just now, I have no idea. It's like, oh, okay. Now, moving along. So we've got that, okay? We've got our spring greens, and we're going to pile a bunch of our chicken on. Why? Because we want protein.
Right.
Okay? I want some.
And good protein.
It's good protein. This is organic chicken, P.S. Okay? Let's see. And my daughter Jordin is here too, and Jordin said she was going to pop in on us too, because she loves to be with me for this, and she is hilarious. I absolutely love her. But you know, you've seen the show, and we don't take each other seriously at all. Hey, Jordin. Here's the thing. Come on in with us. We don't take ourselves very seriously, right? Here. Look at chicken hands. Because somebody said, "Why?" I know. Don't start. I know. Have some chicken. Okay, but we don't take each other very seriously because you know what? Laughter is healing, and the show is called Good Mood, Good Food.
I crack myself up all the time.
You crack me up.
I'm driving down the road laughing.
I know, because we crack each other up, and it works for us. So if you're not into it, I'm sorry.
Part of that's probably the anxiety. You know, when things happen, that's probably why I'm laughing, and I'm like, ah!
Well, now I have anxiety. Okay.
Everybody spoke about this on the phone.
We did speak about it on the phone, because this is no joke. I mean, I was on complete overload this weekend, and I had like major anxiety. No, I'm in the Walmart of all places, okay? We don't need to go to Walmart, but we did. Okay, yeah. And I'm there, and I'm with my 10-year-old, and I'm pushing the buggy, and I'm like, as seriously as this room starts spinning, and I start to get anxious, and it feels like there's an elephant on my chest. I'm like, as dramatic as I could be, because I'm not very dramatic, you know that. Yeah, okay. So there I am, and I'm like, Jill, Mama's going down. Mama's going down. You know what I mean? It was awful. It's just like, what do I do? I'm like, you need to know, call 911. If anything happens, if Mommy's on the floor, call somebody. Call the man. You know, I mean, I was like completely anxious. I was like, I'm dying here in the Walmart.
That
is not okay.
Every day.
But in the Walmart?
Well, sometimes it's at Walmart.
And why is the Walmart? Why isn't it Walmart? I call it it's a thing, you know, the Walmart.
I don't know.
Oh my God. So I saw this guy. He was in front of Kmart. No, it's so funny. I gotta wash my hands because it's dramatic. Wait, so this is a true flipping story. Bless his heart. He didn't know he was funny, but I knew. And he gets out of his car. And look at your face. Jordin goes, oh God, it's gonna be awful. Lord Jesus, help us. So he gets out of the car, and he adjusts his pants, and he does like this. And his wife and his kids are like little ducks behind him, right? He goes, come on, guys. We're going to the big Kmart. Just like, it happened. It happened. I thought, no, Jesus, not in front of me. Don't do it in front of me. Because I'm going to have to say something on the show. God help you.
I don't like to judge people, but I do laugh a lot and just keep it to myself because it's not very nice.
Jordin,
I'm just like,
Jordin, when somebody is adjusting their pants, getting ready to make a statement, you know, going to the big Kmart. And he's off, and his facial
expression. the big Kmart?
That was my point. Okay? No, so now I have to call it the big Kmart because I'd be remiss if I didn't.
I think it used to be called the Big K or something.
No, but it was a family outing. It reminds me, you're way too young to remember this, but I used to watch this show called, I need some water. No, I used to watch The Brady Bunch, and there's a scene where they're coming down the escalator and they're singing, and they're all going to Sears or something, you know, and it was like.
Kmart is owned by Sears, I think.
No, we're on to, okay, listen.
Oh, okay.
So, okay. No, and it was like a big family outing, and they went to the Sears, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And it gives me terrible flashbacks of my own childhood. But anyway, Okay, so let's get back to this, but I had to tell y'all the story. Can you stand it though? Really? Okay. Anyway, do you think we need a little bit more chicken, or are we good?
That looks like enough to me.
But you'd be wrong. So let's add a little more chicken.
She didn't want any lettuce with it. She just wanted chicken.
No, I said we're going to have some protein up in here.
But you're having...
Darling, we need some protein. Okay, Carol. Now, what I'm going to have you to do, okay, and Carol's going to sing some more. I may want you to sing 3 times. Okay, but that's all I want. You didn't ask me. Okay, no, he's going to sing twice, but it's just not enough. Okay, so that's my thing. But anyway, all right, so to this, we're going to, Carol, can you take this and just warm up some bacon?
I can.
Okay, so he's on the bacon. He's done that before, so come in here with me for just a second.
And I've been holding this fork like I'm doing something.
Okay, it's okay. So we're going to we've got some Reggiano, okay, Parmigiano Reggiano.
So what I normally do with that is cut a block off and just eat it.
Yes, and it smells like feet, and we're good with it, okay? But it is very tasty. It's not Limburger, God help us all. That you can't even get near.
What's that one cheese that's literally like dry heat worthy?
That'd be Limburger.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. You can't even walk in the room. You're like, Lord Jesus, help us, Father.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
I love cheese.
I love cheese,
I'm
but
not allowed
cheese
to buy
doesn't love
cheese.
me. Okay, that's the problem. But now, okay, so we're just gonna put some shaved. I need this other piece.
Shaved Parmesan.
We got to do some shaved Parmesan. Okay. Now, and Carol is rocking that bacon in the back.
So why do you do fat chunks instead of like the fine?
Fat chunks of what? The cheese?
Yeah.
Because it's better.
Oh.
I mean, if you're going to do something, do it. I mean, look at her. Okay, just here.
No.
Okay. I mean, no, I really prefer just the shavings like that. It's super yum. And then, so we're going to we have the chicken that has been in the crock pot, okay, just for 4 hours. It's just fork tender. I threw chicken, I think. Anywho, and we're going to add, this isn't really a Caesar, because we're using the shredded. It's not technically
It's not a Caesar at all, actually. But
No, it kind of is.
it's not really.
Okay, so you know what? You know what?
Not at all. It's a salad.
She's lucky that I love her.
No, because I make the Caesar, and then you even said the anchovy paste, which is a secret, and I am only the one person who should know this, and I made it.
No one knows. It's just us here in the room. No one heard
Because
us.
when someone's like, why is the Caesar the best Caesar?
It's the
Mine.
anchovy paste. It is not. It's Uncle Rod's.
But I stole it, and I'm saying it's mine.
Oh, so because you stole it, it belongs to you now? Is that how you fly?
No, but I'm not going to
Okay.
tell someone else's secret, but now you announced it.
They won't care.
Oh, don't put too much, by the way, because I happened to put too much, and it was like super salty and weird tasting lettuce.
Okay, and I have some hard-boiled eggs that are left over. We're just going to move on to her fit, okay, move on from it. Okay, and just a couple of hard-boiled eggs. So if you don't want to call this a Caesar, that's fine with you. It's really not. It's sort of just an amped up,
It's fine with me, but thank you.
Okay, so Carol, how's that bacon coming?
It's coming. I was seeing if you were ready for it.
I'm ready for it, and go ahead and can you sprinkle that on top?
Yeah.
And we're making this, we always have to make our food selfie worthy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And it's very pretty, too.
It is very pretty, and it's going to be soup's yum. Would you like to see it?
I'd like to see it.
As if we're on television. Okay.
We forget, because it's been a while. We've just been doing
The live stream.
for so long.
I know. Okay, so now a little of the Caesar dressing. Okay, without anchovy paste. Okay, just a little bit of that on here. I did a salad this morning. I actually did a really beautiful Caesar this morning for a client, and I posted it on Instagram, but I was jealous of it. It was so delicious. I don't know if you guys are that way. I don't cook for myself the way I cook for other people.
Me neither.
No.
I have like a cup of noodles or something, usually.
Taste
if
that.
it's just me.
Okay, so we made our own croutons, easy breezy pumpkin peasy to do. This was just a loaf of French bread that we had. You cut it up, you toss it in a bowl with some olive oil, okay? And you can add a lot of times I'll use rosemary, oregano, things like that. This is actually just a Greek seasoning.
By the way.
Yes.
I'm breaking a New Year's resolution right now.
What
No
was it?
bread.
Oh.
But,
You forced it.
You didn't tell me.
You forced it upon him.
but it's worth it.
That's right. So they have this Greek seasoning, right? This dry Greek seasoning, and it's good, right?
Oh, it's delicious.
See now?
I could
Okay.
eat the whole bowl.
And you can. So let's just gently place some for the photo,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cue the camera.
Okay.
Okay. And I think it's so precious.
We're not even professional anymore. We're just like, here's a phone. Oh, you have to get this stuff out of the way.
Okay, so there's that. Okay, well, we'll just put it, Jordy. We'll put Jordin. She hates it when I call her Jordy.
It's announced now.
Okay, take it and go. And then we'll take another one later. But can y'all see how gorgeous that is? And again, we will put recipes.
I don't know if you can see it from there. Can you see it from there?
I got it.
The recipes will, he's a professional camera man.
No, I can't see it.
He's got it covered. Okay, so
There you go.
he has got it covered. All right, so let's, Jordy, can you get rid of this lettuce? Just put it in a, sorry, honey. Can you put that in a Ziploc bag and then let's use that bag. Let's be resourceful.
Where's the box?
Behind us. So I also want to talk to y'all about being resourceful with your resources. And that could mean money, that could mean talent.
And not throwing things away.
And not throwing things away, because we're going to eat that later, right?
Yes.
But I'm telling you that, and I posted this on Instagram last night because I had been cruising along, and I mean, I'm taking life. I had one of the ears. I had one, and I was like, yeah, baby, I want that second ear, you know? I was doing it, and I'm like, I mean, the earth is my oyster. Everything is working out for me. And then I looked at Jeff, and I said, oh, I hope that doesn't stop. And then I woke up yesterday morning. Oh, I should never have said that. It stopped. It stopped. And it was like Murphy's Law, and everything started going wrong and all these things. And I had posted about, going to your limit. First of all, they say, some people say know your limits, blah, blah. Then people say, well, know your limits and push past your limit.
Right.
Okay, so here's my limit. Okay, and then we normally push past that limit because we think we're awesome, right? And we know that we can do this, the positive mindset, that whole thing. So here's my limit. I push past it, and then the world goes, oh, by the way, I'm going to make you go way up here. I'm going to make you go to this breaking point. I thought, hence the panic attack in Walmart, right? But I ended up finally going to bed, and I was completely weak. I was like shaking. I was like, oh, this just is bad. This is really bad. And that's kind of what I want to talk about, because I think we all get to that point.
We do.
Right? I mean, we feel like we just can't take it anymore. We wonder, is that big break going to come? Is the money going to come? Are the friendships going to come? Whatever it is somebody going to hear my music? Is somebody going to just say, oh man, she is so flippin' fantastic. We just have to have her on our show. We're waiting for that stuff all the time. And that's what I loved about your first song. And Jordy's going to come back in a minute, but that's your song really resonated with me. Praying for sunshine, praying for miracles. And the dog has found a crouton. Awesome. Okay, just go ahead and take it and move on. Anyway, but aren't we all sitting there praying for that miracle?
Well, I feel like there's always, like when you think you've reached rock bottom, there's another level under there.
Yeah, there is.
Just saying.
It's the slime on the bottom of the rock.
Yeah, there is, and it's hard to deal with that because you're like, when you go through a lot of stuff, like for me, I've been to rock bottom several times, but then there is the slime underneath, and then you're forced under there and being crushed by everything. Yeah, I know the feeling.
I think everybody knows that feeling, and I've had a discussion with somebody about people being jealous of certain people or the gifts and talents that they have, and you kind of covet those and you want that. And I've said, and I've heard other people say as well, don't bother to be jealous of somebody else, and don't wish for another person's anointing or another person's gift, because they've had to go through an incredible crushing to get to where they are.
Exactly.
If you look at, let's take music as an example, and I want to hear more about what you think about this, but tell me if I'm wrong. But when you look at some music artists that have really made it, like talk about Merle Haggard and people like that, do you think that was just incredibly easy, that this red carpet was just rolled out right away and said, hey, Merle, come on over, we're going to make you famous on day one?
No, it's not. It wasn't that at all.
No.
From hoboing trains, not planes, but trains. He struggled from the start, and he actually thought he was a preacher one time. He said, that's what he told me. Yeah, and he thought he was going to be a preacher after he had hit rock bottom, and he said he found the Lord, but he wasn't a preacher. He said he figured out he was not a preacher. He was a singer.
Yeah.
But
But I wonder, was there an element of preaching through his songs?
There was.
Probably
yeah.
was. You know, but it's not easy, and everything that we try to do, you know, the higher up that somebody goes, the more difficult that journey has been. Would y'all agree with that? And it's not an overnight thing. You know, to be an overnight success actually takes 20 years. They've researched that. And, you know, the red carpet is not just rolled out for you. And I always tell people, you know, when you are at your absolute breaking point and then you're broken even farther, your blessing is right there.
Right.
Absolutely. You just got to hang on.
A lot of people give up right before.
They totally
and they
do.
walk away because it's like you can't take it anymore. You can't take the, you know, whatever you're going through. You can't take it. And people even do suicide and stuff like that because, I mean, you can't take it anymore or whatever. And they give up right before, you know, the miracles coming and all that.
We talked about that, I think it was last week on the show, that my stepbrother committed suicide, my cousin, my grandmother, and my grandfather.
Mercy.
And yeah, and people do. They give up and they feel like, you know, they just can't go another day. And it's absolutely heartbreaking. And you and I have mentioned, Jordin, you know, Robin Williams, and you take these really funny people and stuff and people that you think have it all. And the truth of it is, nobody has it all. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is 100% easy. But you have to set your mind to what you want. You have to do the hard work, the research, you know, get the education that you need, do a lot of praying, get well connected, right? Take care of yourself so that when it does happen for you,
prepare.
You're ready to go. What was that? You're ready to go. You know,
That was your contributing part to his music. You like tried to make it.
I don't know what I was trying to do, but I'm trying to make a point, and I got a little bit too excited, but that's okay. But no, it's the truth. And what if you are that one person that gave up? Like my mom, you know, grandma, she always said, you know, if you're so brokenhearted and whatever, if it's your finances, your love life, whatever it is, she goes, you could win the lottery the very next day. You could find Mr. Right the very next day, whatever it is. And what if you just walked away?
Yeah.
I'm also saying I want to make the next salad. So, did you have that bowl for us?
What bowl?
The bowl I handed you, and you took the Ziploc. You put
I
the
just like took it away.
Oh no. I could make the salad on the cutting board. However, all right. Now, let's move this out of the way for just a little bit. And Carol, I want to talk more about you. Tell me some of the stuff that you've got coming up while I kind of put these ingredients together. Can you talk to us more?
I can.
Okay. Because I want to hear it.
Well, actually, Kim and I are
No. Give me the bowl.
wandering the countryside.
I'm listening to you.
She's
distracting me.
We've been all over Texas and through Mississippi, Louisiana, wandering and going to see our grandbabies, and we're considering moving back to Tennessee, possibly.
Can't stand
And,
it. Okay, tell your story. All right.
But you know, it's to me, it's time to chase her dream a little bit
Yeah.
because she's supported me my whole life
Yeah.
in my dream, and of course I'm gonna continue doing mine. But she's always dreamed of having a store, and we're praying about it, and we're searching out places, and we're pretty sure we've brought it down to Tennessee. We're almost sure. But I've got a little story, and while we were wandering through Texas, we got a little lost because my phone is a little outdated and the GPS don't work great. And Kayla was following us, and
That's
she
your
had
dog.
a good GPS.
Yeah.
We were following her down to Corpus Christi at the time, and we're on this back road where in Texas where the speed limit is 75 miles an hour, and literally. And so Kim and I kind of got in a little discussion about us being lost and everything. And we're going down the road, and we were just not talking. And we came up on this pasture, and there was this donkey out there. I looked over at her, and I said, one of your kinfolks over there, huh? She looked at me. She says, yes. She was quiet for a second, and then
Carol.
she said, by marriage.
Ah, that's a good one. Because I was mad at you for a minute right then. Oh, that's a good one. That's awesome. She got you good.
Oh yeah,
That's a good woman.
But we've had a blast wandering around. We've put about almost 30,000 miles on our transit this year, and but it's
And what
it's
wonderful
been-
to spend that time together and just be together and just do you two.
and
you
we
know?
we really enjoy each other's company, and
That's good.
I have to say she is the better of the two. That's the way I look at
I
it
love
anyway.
that.
But you know, This year is kind of open. Last year I was on sabbatical. I took a break from music.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've wrote some and stuff, but a few writers' rounds in the beginning of the year. But I found out my dad was terminally ill with lung cancer, and we spent a lot of time with him and had some good reconciliation with my dad, and got to spend a lot of time and just spending quality time with him. Which growing up I didn't get to spend a lot of time with him, but we had a great year, and it was I was with him when he passed, and it was I've just I dream about him still, so he comes and visits me in my dreams, and it's been a good healing the fall of the year, and so next year I'm making no plans. I'm taking one day at the time, and and just.
You know what's going to be interesting? There's going to be a whole lot, I would guess, there's going to be a lot of other music that's going to come out of this.
Oh, there is.
You take your life experiences, just like with me and my shows, I take life experience and I bring it to that. So good. So that's wonderful. And I hate to hear about your dad, but I am really glad that y'all worked some things out. And it's so important. We can't leave this earth with anything left on the table.
No, you can't. And you realize, never experienced that with any close family member until him, and it's a wake up call to forgive, to love unconditional, especially your family and others too.
Absolutely.
And let go of just petty stuff.
It's all small stuff. Isn't
It
it
is. It is all a bunch of small stuff turns into something huge, and all it takes is going up and saying, "I forgive you." Whether you're in the right or wrong, it's better to end it, get rid of the bitterness, anything, and it makes you a better person, makes you happier. And me and him, we were probably more alike than any of my siblings, and I realized that after sitting around talking with him and spending a whole lot of good quality time with him, and I love my dad.
But I love that you're sharing that, because we get so caught up in all of the garbage, all of the little stuff, and we get offended. It's that spirit of offense, really.
Yeah.
And we waste so much time and energy, and we miss out on so very much. And to be able to have that mindset going into this next year and know that, man, this can be anything that we want it to be, and forgive people that have wronged us. I mean, you may never get that apology. Oh, well, suck it up, buttercup. I mean, you need to move on. There's people that are going to wrong you, people that are not going to be in your camp, but you can't let it infest in you, and
right.
You know what I'm saying? And because it comes out, and it's never pretty when it does, and you are then robbing yourself.
You are.
So, okay, while you were talking, all I did is take those tomato ends that we had left over, okay, and can you work on just sort of dice some peppers, kind of rough chunks. Like that.
Rough chunks?
Rough chunks, yeah. So again, these are some tomatoes that we had left over. And we have a cheese that is a basil cheese it's a garden vegetable basil cheese. And I actually just got these at the local market. And we're just going to throw in some rough chunks of that as well. This is a rustic salad. Well, Jordin, Jordin goes, it's just a rustic cut.
Oh, I was going to say it was the local market, Walmart.
No, it was not.
Oh, that's the local market.
It was not the local, because there would have been a joke had I mentioned it. No, but doesn't this look yummy already? I mean, taste a piece of this. Be quiet. Taste a piece of that. It's gonna be. It's vegetable and it's basil. Okay, so it's almost like kind of got a caprese feeling, except for we have no olives. Okay, so it's really not a caprese feeling at all. Okay.
That's the whole caprese.
Yeah.
My daughter, she just eats the olives, and so everything that's left.
Exactly. But we don't have any olives laying around. We just happen to have this herb cheese. And who doesn't love a good tomato salad, right?
Oh, I was going to say, you were talking about forgiveness and stuff like that. But forgiveness, a lot of people think, well, they don't deserve my forgiveness and whatever, but forgiveness is for yourself. It's not for the other person.
Exactly. I'm glad that you said that.
People say that, and like, well, they don't deserve me.
Pepper as well?
Yes.
They they don't deserve my forgiveness.
No.
They're not worthy of it.
It's the forgiveness is not for them. I mean, it'd be nice that you're
I mean,
forgiving
it
them, but
is,
it's
but
for
really
you.
it's not,
It's
yeah.
setting you free.
It is.
You know, because you get yourself all in a twist, right? So, okay, so let's to this, y'all. We're going to add just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
2 peppers.
Okay, and yep.
Look
And
at this wrinkly tomato.
okay, well, that's the whole different show. Move on. A little bit of agave. Just no.
How's that another show?
It just always is with
the,
you.
the wrinkly tomato?
Stop! Gosh!
I'm not a fan of a wrinkly
I'm
tomato.
gonna. Can you edit that? Okay.
If I get a salad, somewhere and there's a wrinkly tomato in it, I dig it out. Won't eat a wrinkly tomato.
I'm clearly not getting the reference.
No, I can't. It's a family show. Okay, in the name of Jesus. Okay,
Oh,
God.
excuse me. Sorry.
Okay, now I can't go on. Okay,
That's not what I meant.
all right. Listen,
Yeah.
we have tomatoes. We have our cheese. It's a family show. Focus.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm all angry about it. Move on.
I didn't even
Okay. All right. Some peppers. Okay. And we added a little agave. Okay. A little extra virgin olive oil. Some honey balsamic. Okay. If we can get it open, we're going to put it in there. Can you add some of that? Okay. And Jordy, did she just do something behind my back?
No.
Okay. All right. We're going to give
She
that a
thinks
quick
that
toss.
I do things, you know, like that I make faces or something
Yeah.
behind her all the time, and I'm like, that never happens.
Yes, it does.
Say when. Is that good?
Okay. I don't know. We'll know. Can you get some sea salt and some black pepper? We'll know in a
Is
minute.
it black cracked?
It's cracked black pepper, please. Okay.
What about this peppercorn melange?
No, because it's not. We haven't done anything to it yet.
Oh, I don't know where it is.
I think let's add a little bit more honey balsamic.
already had
Can you open that again, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, remember what we were saying, that if we wanted to turn that into a panzanea, then we could add our croutons to that, which would be awesome. But you have given up bread, right?
Well, I'm gonna
Just through it.
rake it in, throw it in.
Well, I don't know. Do you want to add it? Let's see. Let's try it. We can try it on one plate with and one plate without.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, I've kind of put my hand in here, so.
Well, it's okay.
Well, you can eat it or throw it in there.
Well, hang on, because let me tell you why. Because I don't do gluten.
Oh,
Okay. So what we can do.
I don't.
So obviously, if you don't do gluten, leave the croutons out. But again, we don't want to waste anything. Okay. So we want to be able to use them. So let's throw some of those in there. Now
Okay.
we've created kind of a panzanea. Lots of that, which is
I
just.
thought you had said that this was like a caprese, and now what is it
It's
called?
not at all like a caprese, and I don't know why I said it. I think maybe that's the direction that I was going in.
Oh.
And then I
think
just
that-
went a whole different way because that's how I do things.
Yeah,
Okay.
make it work.
Yeah.
I
So,
have a few extras.
did you add a few extra?
I did.
Okay. So you're going to eat this one, right? Because
Every
you,
bit of that.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So let's find out. We just want to, now we would really let this sit like till tomorrow because
Right.
you want it to kind of soak up, but you'll still have an idea of if it tastes delicious. And everything that we're making today, so it has some lutein if we eat our carrots that I forgot to put on the plate. But if we eat those, that's really good, right? And we have tomatoes and we have antioxidants in here, right? My mouth is full now. That
Because
was
it
not a
is-
good idea.
It is meals that heal, which I think she forgot to mention.
It is.
But that's like the category.
I did forget
of
to mention
the
it.
thing. Yeah, you
I
did
did-
forget. Okay, meals that heal.
That's right. Well, we create meals that heal. And actually, I didn't know I really have. That's in my second book, which is called Forever Change, that I'm working on. But by putting certain ingredients together, we can potentially help to heal things. We can't,
Oh, yeah.
because I'm not a physician, I'm not going to tell you that I can heal things, though I have had a physician sign off on all of my recipes. But it's knowing how, as a chef, to pull things together, and through research, finding out what is going to assist with certain things like thyroid and lupus and anti-cancer and different things. But
Yes.
today we're talking about protein and antioxidants, anti-inflammatory with our peppers. Peppers actually help speed your metabolism. Though this is not about weight loss, this is about healing things.
Right.
That
Well, I'm trying to eat healthy to get rid of plaque. Because I found out I had a little plaque in some blood vessels.
I'm joking. Okay. I used to be a dental hygienist. I'm a combat medic. So.
Because he wanted to scrub his teeth with
Yeah, I want to.
Right.
Yeah, this,
All
well,
right. Don't you
the
love it when a joke
croutons-
falls flat on the floor? I tried to be funny with just my expression. Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, did I cut you off? Yes,
I
okay.
don't care.
Okay, so
You tell when I wash my
my daughter
hands.
earlier, I was trying to like punish her. I mean, not like punish, but I was telling her, you know, to clean up and stuff like that. And she's like, "Mommy, what you said wasn't funny, but your face makes me laugh."
Oh!
And I was like, "Okay, well, clean this stuff up." And she's like, "But your face makes me laugh." So like she's taking my
Bless
facial
it.
expressions.
And
So,
she's so cute.
I've heard that before, that I just can't be serious. I could be yelling
don't-
and then I'm being laughed at.
I have a
not
problem
serious.
with the
It's called a
acid
Chevy
in
Chase
tomatoes. It's
face.
tearing my hands up. I know. Can you see that? My whole, that's from tomatoes. It's turning all
Oh.
red. It doesn't do that when I eat them. It only does it when I touch them.
Then you
Strange
look like a
factoid.
tomato.
I look like a tomato. Okay, so y'all, this has been really cool, but we gotta go. No, oh sorry, I almost got you in the face. Anyway, so we've made that Caesar variety, or what do you call it? Caesar salad, sort of, kind of, not really, and then the tomato and pepper and basil cheese, vegetable cheese with the croutons and without the croutons. Next week, we're going to be doing some other stuff. We're going to be doing another smoothie. I just didn't have time to do it. We may do, I don't know what we're going to cook. You have to come and find out. But we have Sammy Price from Stone Echo coming next week. He's going to sing for us as well. And I thank you all for coming. And you have promised to play for us one more time. I also want to make sure people know how to get to you.
Okay,
Okay, can you tell them that good
I
stuff?
can. CarolStricklandMusic.com. Phone number 615-934-8307.
And where can they get your albums? Again.
On my website, that's where we have them posted. And,
Okay.
we'd love for you to come get
Yes.
some.
Excellent. So Jordin's gonna taste the salad as well,
Oh.
and then you are gonna sing for us one more time. I will see y'all next Sunday. God bless.
Are we all eating this?
Okay, here we go. We're gonna enjoy
Oh,
one
we're
more
cutting,
song
we're
from.
cutting on the other side. Okay.
Yeah, Carol's gonna sing for us one more time. Fantastic.
Let me get
All right. This salad is super delish.
How about Sam shirt? It died.
But it was early in the morning on a Friday. Her bills were larger than her payday. Waiting tables doesn't pay that much, and it was gonna take more